It's the beginning of November, so you know what that means, right? It's the monthly market update. I'm going to look at what the South Tampa market did for October and compare it to September. Stick around. Hi, welcome back. My name's Joe Brown. I'm a realtor with Century 21, List with Beggins, located in South Tampa. Thank you so much for being here with me today. So, as mentioned, I'm going to share what the real estate market in Tampa has done over the past couple months, and then just maybe go off on tangents, maybe not a whole lot. So let me readjust the camera so I can put my chart up, okay? 1 second, literally one. How's that? See, I told you it would be quick. So again, if you've been with me, you know this information. If you're new, I look at the 5 zip codes of South Tampa, which is 33606, 33609, 33611, 33616, 33629. And I will tell you right up front that as I was pulling this information, I was surprised, truly, because I had different expectations, because middle of September and middle of October, just a couple weeks apart, we had 2 hurricanes and many homes were damaged. So I was really surprised by some of this data. Anyway, let's get to it. Let me put my graph up here. And again, I want to show 2 months just to compare where we're going. And in December, I'll do the full year so we can see what the real estate market has done. But you can see right off, active listings has really stayed the same, right? Maybe 2 house difference, but it's still about that 730 area. And look here at new listings. Now, this is what surprised me. New homes on the market. Now, what I don't know is how many of these are affected by flood. And people just say, okay, I'm out, I'm moving, or the house is damaged, I need to sell it, right? That's what I don't know. But active listings are up. The days to sell, you can see it's gone up. Now, that makes absolute sense to me, right? Because if you put your home on the market, oh, there's a hurricane, I'm not going to look for a home right now. I'm going to wait. So that makes absolute sense to me that it's gone up. If you look at sales are down 121. Now, I want you to think about this logically. Active listings have stayed the same. Number of sales has gone down. And so that gap between active listings and sales, the gap has increased, which affects months of inventory. And you can jump to the bottom of the chart. So months of inventory has gone up to 6 months. I'll talk about that more in a second. But go back to sales, right? Sales is down at 121. Again, that makes sense to me because of the storms, because of homes being damaged, number of sales has gone down. This is what surprised me too, the median sales price. Now, this is where I was thinking, right? Or how I was thinking. If homes are damaged by the storm, people are going to sell their home for less than what it's worth. And maybe that's still the case. But you can see the list price is up to $775. That's $90,000 more than the month before. Again, this is my caveat. I don't know how old these homes are, how big these homes are, the condition of the house. I don't know any of that. I'm just looking at pure numbers. Out of the 121 homes, the average price was $775. The ratio, and this is from what you originally priced the home at to what it sells, is holding steady at about 94%. And then we go to months of inventory. And months of inventory talks about if I have 800 homes and I'm selling 200 homes a month, well, in 4 months, I'm out of inventory. So months of inventory. So as I said earlier, we have 736 homes. Our sales dropped. So we have to have more sales, more months to meet that inventory level. The closer, and I've said this before, with months of inventory, if you're at 6 months, anything 6 months and below is a seller's market, right? That means there are more buyers, so sellers can increase price. The closer you get to 0 months of inventory, the faster home prices accelerate. It's the law of supply and demand. Well, we've seen, because of interest rates and now storms and so forth, it's taking longer, right? So buyers have more options out there. They may not buy as quickly. So pricing power is stabilizing. I did a report for Hillsborough County, and a year ago, average home price was $389,000, and right now it's $389,000, right? So in 1 year, prices have stabilized. Just slight fluctuation, but it's remained steady. And that's what you get when you have a balanced market, which is really at 6 months, 7 months, that's what you have, a balanced market. You're not going to see these great price appreciations. Now, there's a couple issues, right? So if we think about the timing, so in September, I may have found a house and put a contract on the house for 30 days, which takes me to the end of October. Well, hurricanes came in, houses had to be re-inspected. Who knows? I will be curious how these numbers hold for November, because all the numbers I show you are a delayed factor by at least 30, 60 days, depending on the length of the contract. So I'll be interested to see how these numbers hold for November to see the impact. Now, what I do, and I can just show you real quick, I do a breakdown for all of the 5 zip codes. And there are absolutely, so you think of Port Tampa, 33616. Yeah, you see lower sales, lower new homes, lower median sales price in those areas. You have areas of Tampa that were very much affected along West Shore, Sunset Park area. You have Davis Islands and some of Hyde Park were really affected by the storms. So I will be interested to see how those areas do moving forward when we look at November and December. But what we also have to factor in is November and December are getting into the holiday season. We have Thanksgiving, we have Hanukkah, we have Christmas, we have Kwanzaa. And people are saying, okay, I'm not going to do anything till after the first of the year. So we'll just have to look to see what the market does. Now, interesting, in fact, I needed to come on this video and apologize because a couple months ago I said, listen, I really think interest rates are going to stay about 6.5 moving forward. But you know what? They dropped to 6.3, 6.2 something. And I said, I need to go on and apologize. But you know where they are today? 6.7, right? And that's what I said. When you see mortgage rates dip, that's when you want to act. And so now mortgage rates are back up to 6.7, but we'll just have to see how they hold moving forward. So this is an interesting time, a fun time. I will put a link in the show notes below. This is very, very important. It may apply to you, and it may apply to some of your friends. There are homeowners whose home was damaged with one of the storms. And they say, you know what? We will sell our house below market price, but I'm going to get money from insurance. So I'll sell my house, then I'll get the insurance money to make me whole. Well, a couple things happen. One, that may not actually play out. And Jeff Baggins, I had an interview with him 2 weeks ago, which many of you watched. Jeff had a Facebook video where he talked about this, and he cautions, be careful, it may not work the way you want, and you really have to get a lawyer involved in contract language. So I'll put a link to his Facebook post in the show notes. Be sure to check that out. It's about a 10-minute Facebook video. Second thing is, if you're a home owner and you say I'm going to sell my home below market price, your neighbors may not be happy with you, because this is how appraisals work, right? That to appraise the value of your house, I'm going to look at the sale of homes in the surrounding area. And then I see, oh, that house sold for $200,000 less than that house. So that $200,000 deficit decreases the value of your home or a neighbor's home. So that there are implications to that. So really, please check out Jeff's video in the show notes below. Come back, stay with me, especially next month when I do market update. Until next week, take care.